The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has urged the people of Southern Kaduna to remain committed to promoting peace and unity for national development. The military chief made this appeal during a dinner night and inaugural lecture of the newly established Federal University of Applied Sciences in Kachia, located in the Kachia local government area of Kaduna State, which is set to commence full operations in September 2025. Over the years, Southern Kaduna has faced challenges due to the limited presence of the federal government in the region and a series of attacks by bandits. However, the area is now entering a new chapter of economic and political transformation, bringing renewed hope and aspirations to the community. This positive momentum is highlighted by the establishment of the Federal University of Applied Sciences in Kachia. In light of this development, General Christopher Musa and individuals from various sectors gathered at the dinner night and inaugural lecture to honor the pioneer Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Williams Curix, to brainstorm and discuss the path forward for ensuring the success of this newly established institution, which aims to contribute to the economic development of both the state and Nigeria as a whole.
Permit me to appreciate Mr. President, who stood strong to ensure this comes to light. I know the Vice President too was somebody too who has continued to push from under to ensure that this happens. So it's always very important that we do that. We must not go to sleep. For us to define our future and the future of our children, we must work together and we must be determined, because the enemy we are dealing with is determined to keep us down. So if we think getting this is over, then we are not serious yet. We must understand that we as a people are loving people. We are godly people. We love people. We love peace. So what will make the difference for us is that we must continue to see ourselves as our brother's keepers. The Federal University of Applied Sciences, Kachia, is indeed a testament to your exceptional intellect, visionary leadership, and unwavering commitment to advancing the frontiers of education which you have embodied over the years. Accordingly, I have no doubt in your capacity to excel in this esteemed role. As the pioneer Vice-Chancellor of the Federal University of Applied Sciences, Kachia, you have the unique opportunity to chart the course of the university's trajectory and determine its legacy. Your visionary leadership will therefore prove invaluable in laying the foundation for a vibrant academic community that thrives on innovation, creativity, and the practical skills requisite for our nation's technological advancement. Considering your exceptional pedigree in the field of applied sciences and vast experience in university administration, I have no doubt that you will inspire and motivate students, members of the faculty, and staff of the university towards excellence, leaving a profound impact on our community and the nation.
We thank the Minister of Education, who has also helped us. And we thank again the Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Uba Ahmed, who also worked tirelessly to ensure this has come to fruition. And most especially, we want to thank God for today, that it is our own, that is the pioneer Vice-Chancellor, in the person of Professor Williams Barnabas Curix. This week paid particular gratitude to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in the person of Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who had deemed it fit to allow us and give us a space. And the choice, having given us the university, Federal University of Applied Sciences, Kachia.
The Pro-Chancellor of the University, Bishop Matthew Kuka, along with other stakeholders from Southern Kaduna, praised the federal government for founding the university.
The university is just the beginning, the real challenge for us, and I think that if you come from Southern Kaduna, and if you love the people of Southern Kaduna, this is a wake-up call. As it is, of course, naturally, some of the conversations you hear from our people are rightly so. This is a society that has become so expectant. It is very easy for people to say, now we've gotten our own university, now our own is here. And when Nigerians start saying our own, they are trying to lower the standards. I've been receiving telephone calls from people I don't know from where, and we heard that you are the pro-chancellor of the university. People are asking for admission, they are asking for jobs, they are asking, which is okay, but at least the very fact that they are showing interest and they can spell Kachia, at least is enough progress for us. And so I would like to appeal to all of us from Southern Kaduna. We are now in a position to host the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I think we have the emotional elasticity to be able to accommodate everybody who wishes us well and everybody who wishes to work on this journey with us. Like I said to our colleagues at the meeting we had, I said we should thank God because we've been called upon to start a project. And whether we like it or not, history will record us as having been at the starting blocks of this project.
Only in 2025, we're getting a university. We've suffered injustice, we've suffered oppression, we've suffered a lot of things in Southern Kaduna. But the God of heaven has not forgotten about the people of Southern Kaduna. So your coming on board is indeed to make a difference. And I know that you have the capability, the capacity to make the difference.
Here at this occasion to congratulate him in person and knowing how he performed at Kaduna State University and at Bingham University, I'm absolutely sure he will also perform well at Federal University of Applied Sciences, Kachia. Knowing his pedigree, knowing his qualification, in fact, he will perform better than most of us. I was VC of Federal University, ABUJA, before I was appointed VC, Kaduna State University. And several others, like Mikael, who was VC, Federal University, Usman Damfodio Sokoto, before he was appointed at KASU. The same thing with Professor Abdullah Mahdi, he was VC ABU before Gombe. When we moved from federal to state, we saw so much restrictions, but he is moving the other way around. That's why I believe he's going to perform better than all of us. So, Professor Curix, this beautiful university, I've seen the beautiful courses. Please add agriculture and bioresources engineering, and also add mining and mineral processing. The NUC is listening to me, they will support you. But these two departments of engineering will not do. You need the basic ones: civil, electrical, mechanical. 5 departments. Next batch ensure these are created. So the Southern Kaduna will have large-scale agricultural industry, and the beautiful minerals that I've been reading will also be mined and processed for the development of that zone of the country and the entire country in general.
The pioneer vice-chancellor of the university, Professor Williams Curix, emphasized that the institution will adhere to established procedures to ensure it meets global standards.
A university of international rating, as we want our own to be, will depend on transnational education and collaboration with other universities. I thank you, Principal, Canadian Bridge Institute. We are open to discussion on how we can partner. We are open to discussion on how we can achieve academic mobility from one country to another. And we think that with the guidelines prescribed by the National Universities Commission, it should be possible for us to achieve the internationalization of FOASC Kachia. We have been warned not to localize the university, but we have been encouraged to start the university on a high note We are not going to start on a local note, I can assure you. Everything we are going to do, we will make sure is of global standard. That's the way to build a university of the future and to guarantee the future of the university. I use this opportunity to thank the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for establishing the university and also finding me worthy to be appointed. I do not know him, but whatever is his criteria, I'm praying that I will not disappoint him and I will not disappoint the people of Nigeria. I'd like to thank the governor of Kaduna State. You've heard all that he has done. In fact, when the conversation about this university was going on, he played a major role. So I would like to thank His Excellency Governor Ubasani for standing with us. I'd like to thank on record the Vice President. He did a lot that cannot be said here, but he tried for us. There's no doubt. We should acknowledge him for all that he has done. I've been privileged to know some of the things that he has done. So we thank God for his life.
We need to support Professor Curix to be successful. And what that means is that we must bring all our individual skills, our life lessons, and help to make sure that Kachia becomes the epicenter of excellence in Kaduna. This is very critical. We always struggle for political power, but the first power that we need is economic power. And for you to be economically savvy, you need education, you need skills. So while we bother about whether we got an allocation or ministerial position, the most powerful thing is how do we position ourselves when people are in positions of excellence like Professor right here. So we want to thank the President, obviously. We want to thank all the distinguished people in power that have made this happen. But most importantly, we want to thank God for the opportunity for Southern Kaduna again to rise. But not rise in the old way. The new way is AI, is on the curriculum. The new way is cybersecurity on the curriculum. The new way is going around the system to empower ourselves. And having done that, there's no other empowerment that we need more than this.
On the job, Curix has this incredible knack for distinction. I mean, that's the hallmark of the man, Professor Curix, and for bringing out the best out of any situation he has found himself. When he assumed duty in Bingham, it was a game-changing moment for that institution. I mean, his antecedents are well captured in that university. By your courage, by your comportment, and your antecedents, having lived all your productive life within the university system, we believe, and there's a promising opportunity that you've been placed, on a solid pedestal to continue to apply yourself fully to the task of activating, a nascent university such as the QASC, as we have been told, and to move it to that world-class university. I want to remind the great people of Southern Kaduna, and I take serious.
Even when we are working, you could find in the department so many sections, and each section will have more than 100 staff. But today, in the section that the 100 staff used to do the same job, only one person will do. So what it means is that whatever you are going to teach your student, or your child is going to learn, has to be something that you will be self-dependent. You don't have to wait for government appointment. So with the Federal University of Applied Sciences in Kachia, to God be the glory, my dream has been achieved.
I would like to also say universities grow with people investing in them. The greatest pride of Southern Kaduna will be not to say I'm a TIAP or I'm NINSM or I'm this,
But how much do we want to invest in the university to make the leadership quality of Curix to come forth? When it's time, we should be seen churning out billions to see that the Federal University of Applied Science in Kachia is different from others. We are not going to wait for the subventions. We are going to make subventions that will wow this country and the world by the grace of God. This is a call and an appeal to the great minds in Southern Kaduna. God be with us.
Bishop Kuka also called on generous individuals to contribute to the development of the university and to the promotion of education in Nigeria. From Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja, Frontline News.